We're on the air. Never mind.
How dare you, Acer? Never say anything like that to me again.
We're on the air. Never mind.
Oh, the audio kicked in for the feed just as Acer had said, "We're on the air. Never mind."
Okay, well,
You timed that perfectly.
Yep.
let's see. Hello, and welcome to the Redacted Files podcast. We are playing Warhammer 40,000, Wrath and Glory. This is Acer, and around the table we have Megan.
Hey everyone, this is Megan. I'm playing Hestia, the heretic.
Mike.
Hi everyone. I'm Mike, and I'm playing Sven T. Septinus, the 27th, the rogue trader of the Altacanus dynasty.
John.
Hi, I'm John, works off, and I'm playing Zeratos Artenis, the Eldar Warlock from Samhain.
And Rob.
Hi, I'm Rob, and I'm playing Dom, formerly a sister of the Order of the Sacred Rose.
All right. Uh-oh, 1 second.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. So, you are all on the bridge of a rogue trader vessel by the name of
The Vengeful Okapi.
the Vengeful Okapi. Everyone thinks this is a fearsome beast from Holy Terra, and who's gonna tell them different? You are staring at someone on the bridge's main display. They are an officer in what you think is the Planetary Defense Force, or the main inhabited world in the Sidera system. And they look very glad to see you. They said something about a distress signal.
Wait, distress signal on the ship, or
From the planet.
oh,
They thought we were responding to it, I guess.
Yes.
right, because we're trying to reestablish imperial rule here, right?
Yes. So she is looking at you hopefully.
Yes. Fen Septimus of the Altacanus dynasty. How may we be of assistance?
We've been experiencing raids by, well, orcs for one, but other Xenos as well. We need reinforcements. As you can see, we've already banded together with what other humans there are to defend the system.
Could you describe these other Xenos at all? Their manner of weaponry. Are they giant bitey bugs, or are they preternaturally hot women in leather armor? I mean Dark Eldar.
Dark Eldar? They are, their ships are difficult for our sensors to track. They attack our mining vessels and any patrols that wander too far away from our pickets.
When they attack, do they seek only to destroy, or are they looting the ships, or are there survivors?
There are no survivors, but several of the ships on patrol have simply disappeared. We assume they were destroyed. We've found no debris.
Well, if it's orcs, they're more cunning than the usual breed that I fought against. We will be of assistance as much as we can. Glory to the Emperor. And he puts the call on mute, and he spins in his chair to look at everyone else and goes, "So, what say you guys to liberating a imperial world and killing some pirates?"
Sounds like a valiant task.
I just start smiling.
I have no objection to this.
Excellent. Zeratas, I've done battle with Eldari corsairs in the past. Does this sound familiar for their tactics to you?
Does it?
Give me a scholar roll.
Okay.
Should I do that too?
No.
Okay.
He's the Eldar. He should know.
Could I just buy victory with half the dice pool?
What's your pool?
For scholar, give me a second. Scholar, probably not, because it's a 4, so it would be 2.
Yeah, that won't do.
All right, so I will need to roll and not succeed then. All right, give me a second.
Yep.
Remember the new plan, John. Just roll well.
All right. I'm glad you reminded me. I almost forgot.
I mean, it's always plan 1 for me.
I have, so I rolled 3, but then I have like the skull on the raft die. So
It's a skull a 1 or a 6?
a 1.
Oops.
Oh.
Okay. So.
But so it'll be 3. I don't know if that subtracts from it or is this.
No, it just means something interesting happens.
Okay.
So there is a complication. You get a call from one of the outer compartments on the ship that's a little panicked, and then over there's someone shouting something, and it's very difficult to make out, Sven. The internal vox is not up to snuff in some parts of your ship. But what does come across very clearly is the sound of stubber fire.
Sven pushes one of the shiny buttons that's on his console, specifically the red one, and he goes onto the PA system, giving an all call of "General alert! We have boarders. Repel boarders." And can I trace where the comm traffic was coming from?
Yes, it is coming from one of your main what do they call those things? The siege cannon turrets.
Oh, damn, because those are big enough that they could sneak a smaller ship down the barrel and through the breach. So I put over the PA system, repel boarders, focus on. They are currently in the broadside batteries, and I unmute the vid screen and say, just one moment. We're going to be dealing with the Corsair problem sooner than later. Toodles. And end call.
Do you put like the hold screen on? Okay, so as for the success of Zeratas's scholar role, you happen to know that there are a particular clan of corsairs that you've heard are operating in this part of the Imperium Nihilus called the Wind Shapers. They seem to like to prey upon Imperial merchant traffic as it emerges from the Ethereum.
Oh, you mean like us?
Yeah, like you.
It's like if I were to venture to guess, I would say perhaps the Wind Shapers. I believe they are the ones operating in this sector.
So
I guess we'll see soon enough.
Yes.
Now you can roll a scholar roll. There's Sven.
Okay. So what was that? Succeed at half or whatever? What was that?
You can basically, it's the equivalent of taking 10. If you want, you can just report success at half your dice pool.
Okay. But is that more for things that aren't immediately pressing, or?
Yeah, if it's not like if you're not under stress, basically.
Okay. And we're currently under stress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Rolling my scholar. Ooh, that's nice. So that is a 6 on the Wrath die.
So that's a point of glory for the group. That's good. So you now have 1 glory point.
Yay! And I also rolled another 6 and 2 5s. So that is
6 successes.
6 successes.
All right. So that means that you do have a shift that you can put into your success. And what that gets you is that you actually have a security contingent that is between you and the broadside battery, if you would care to collect them on your way there, or you can have them try to take care of the problem.
Oh no, these motherfuckers are on my ship. I am going to go and deal with them personally, but I will collect the detachment.
All right.
And I will also I'll maintain the general alert. So there's annoying klaxons going on throughout the ship. But after the first, every minute or so, it makes a really loud one, but then it's more of a muted. So it's like I've tweaked the controls a bit so it's not constantly eardrum shattering, but it'll remind you that it's like, no, like keep alert.
Okay. So the captain of the Vengeful Okapi has just authoritatively apparently stormed off the bridge. Is anyone else going with him?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say I can turn over my shoulder and go, hey, if you guys are going to be on a team with me, you got to know how to get your hands dirty, eh?
A?
I.
Abominable intelligence is over there. Open fire.
Hestia is intrigued.
All right. So Your exceptional success will lead you to a terrible realization there, Sven. You are correct that a small enough vessel, like the sort of infiltrators that Eldar corsairs are apt to use, would actually be able to navigate the barrel and feed mechanism of your main projectile armament. Of great concern to you is the fact that the ready magazine for that armament contains several large cyclonic shells that, if they were to detonate inside the hull, would basically crack open your ship's armor plate, break its back, and leave its innards ripe for the plucking.
Yeah, we do not want to have what happened to one of my forebears, a Lord Albert, and this had happened to him in the past. So we don't want to have a catastrophic Lord Albert breach where someone else flew down a macro cannon barrel and shot out through the side. That's a long walk for a Prince Albert joke. If you don't get it, kids, ask your parents. Also, I'm your dad now, so ask me online. Anyway, yes, we're making all haste to engage the corsairs.
Yes.
I'm still reeling from this Prince Albert joke.
All right. So give me awareness rolls.
Okay. Ooh, this should be good.
All right. I have 9.
Successes?
Yes.
Oh,
I rolled a couple of 6s.
nice. I, on the other hand, rolled a single 6, so 2.
I have 7. I rolled a bunch of 6s and then 4 1s, but luckily none of the ones were on the rat dice.
That would be 8 for Dom.
Wow.
I think it's kind
I
of
roll
fitting
a lot
that
of dice on awareness.
Okay. So, you notice that, well, as you draw nearer to the outer hull, there are a lot more crew members fleeing towards you.
They're running the wrong way.
I flag one down and Ensign, status report.
They're everywhere. They're coming out of the they're coming out of the service passages and out of the. It seems like they're coming out of the walls.
Describe them. What are they killing? Are they looting? Are they corsairs like we fought in the past? Are they those weird metal skeletons? Use your words, man.
They move so fast. It's hard to see them. Eldar.
Really?
Right?
This seems like a perfect time to try to use my psyker abilities. Because I haven't got a Perils of the Warp in like 2 weeks, and I want to kick it off now.
Starting off strong. That's what we need.
Yes, and because I want to cast Concealment.
What was that?
Sorry. I want to cast Chameleon.
Okay, go ahead.
So let's see how many. Almost want to push so I can make sure I get a Peril. No, I'm not going to do that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, I got 6. However, guess what I got a 1 on?
Oh no.
Is that die just cursed?
I think you need to use a different die, John, because otherwise this is going to be a very interesting but deadly game for us.
Only that wrath die. Nothing else. That's the one. You found it.
Why? Good news is I succeeded on a spell. Let me turn to Perils of the Warp. Second. I'm 2 for 2.
Okay, table 7-2.
Yeah.
It looks like.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. Let me roll percentile.
In the meantime, Demetia is going to be just grabbing any random schmucks running past and trying to demand that they stand and fight. And cease being cowards. Stand and fight.
Give me a leadership roll.
Good, I'm bad at this, but I feel like it's really what you would expect them to do. Oh, holy shit. All right, so I got 4 dice for that roll, including my wrath die. I rolled 4 1s. I've got so many snakes.
I keep on forgetting that you guys are both extremely cursed.
So should I?
love
Do you
having
want me
both of
to,
us in one game. I love it.
do you want me to read the peril?
Sure, go ahead.
Life drain. A numbing cold washes out from the psyker, leeching the very life essence of those nearby. Every living creature within 25 meters immediately suffers 1d3 shock, and all lesser life forms, plants, avians, insects, etc., wither and die.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so now we know why your attempt to rally the troops failed. It's not you're awkward. It's also because they're all now suddenly violently ill. Or actually, it's not even like violently ill. It's like a paroxysm of chills. Just
It was like a cold draft blew down the hall. I don't know why.
It's like they all just gave blood, but they didn't consent or eat a big meal in advance.
They
Or
didn't
even did a
hydrate the
cookie
night before.
afterwards.
Yeah, so the good news is I get bonuses for my stealth because I rolled a 6. So I disappeared in the cold. Wind blew down the hall.
I mean, it's real boss effect.
So I guess, do we all individually roll the D3 or?
no. John gets to do the honors.
Oh,
good.
great.
Okay, John,
The
keep
good
on
news is
rolling.
I rolled
one.
poorly, so I rolled 2. So 2 shock.
Could be worse. All right. Thanks to your extraordinary awareness, though, Zeratas, Dom, and Hestia, you are able to see the attack coming.
Wait, was the attack within 25 meters?
No,
Oh,
you're not that lucky. Well, you are lucky, but not in that way.
okay.
And so you get to see that there are a bunch of hatch covers dropping, and gratings rising out of the deck as robed figures wearing very well, it's almost liquid. Their armor just rush out with their. It looks like they're carrying pistols of some sort, and they are looking to be taking your stuff, probably from your corpses. Who would like to go first?
I'll volunteer.
All right. What would you like to do? There are. It looks like there are a dozen of them, and they have a leader who looks very, very angry.
Just at this onrush of cloaked figures, does their armor look cooler than mine?
What's your armor value?
I got a lot.
Okay.
I have it somewhere.
Either 4 or 5.
5.
Probably.
No.
All right, I'm not. I'm at least not jealous of their cool liquid armor. I'm just going to take my last pistol and fire at one of the not leaders.
Okay.
As I'm running in, it's like, oh, whatever the in-universe equivalent of shit is, and shoot one of them.
Oh, shite!
I believe that is a ballistics.
Yep.
All right. That is 5 successes.
Nice.
That'll do it.
All right. See if I remember how the damage here works. That is my damage value plus 1 extra die.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 13 damage.
How much armor piercing?
0.
Okay, 13 damage. Okay. One of them looks vaguely annoyed.
Oh, that's the most damage I do. That was it.
All right. So, Zeratos, you recognize their leader as a corsair Felarch.
Okay.
Mike, check my pronunciation, please. Felarch.
Sure. You should ask John. He's the Eldari.
I mean, I said sure already, so.
Yeah. Felarch sounds good. It's like Primarch, but Corsairy.
The person who just fired on his people with a wait, what were you shooting at them? Shooting them with? Sorry,
A las pistol.
with a las pistol, a weapon of the crudest human make, is now going to suffer at the hands of this mighty fusion pistol.
Ooh, I'm gonna loot that from his corpse.
What's your defense?
3.
All right, that is not good for you.
Oh no.
That is 5 successes.
Ooh.
And I am going to let's see. So his damage is okay. That's bad for you.
I thought thought it was gonna be a good ooh.
Okay. The good news is he doesn't do extra damage. The bad news is the base damage for a fusion pistol is 16.
Oh my!
AP -4.
Yes.
So you still get a point of armor.
Well, that's good.
So what's
I
your
think-
resilience?
My resilience is 5.
All right. So you take 10 wounds.
I feel like that's a lot of wounds.
You can try to soak.
Yeah, we're gonna try that because according to my character sheet, and I don't know if I've done any of this right. My wounds thing just says 7.
Yup.
10 would be a lot. How does soaking work?
You roll the number of dice equal to the soak number. And you want
All right.
successes.
That is 2 successes.
All right. The Sister of Battle is unconscious.
Oh no, that was our mat. Yeah, I actually will go like, God damn it, or Throne, damn it, that was our medic. And can it be my turn?
It is now, yes. Somebody gets to choose to go now. Might as well be the rogue trader.
Okay, I'm going to slam down the visor on my power armor so I can have the fun targeting reticules and all of that fancy stuff. It basically means that I have night vision goggles now and everything. And I am going to open up with my Stormbolter.
Oh.
And let me just look at what salvo means again.
That means you
Because-
spend one of your reloads, and then you get to add that number of dice. I believe.
Yes. So I will spend one of my reloads because Stormbolters have salvo 4. Which means I need to get an extra 4 dice for this ballistics roll. This is good. Oh, I shouldn't do that too close to the mic. This is good old-fashioned 40k, where I am rolling buckets of dice again. Okay. Okay, 2. 8 successes, and that's with 3 6s.
All right. So that means that he's defense 4. So,
You can shift 2 of the 6s.
yeah, into extra damage.
I will do that. Especially since Stormbolters are brutal and have rapid fire, which means I get extra damage dice when we're at close range. And
I'll call it close range. Actually, you can only shift one of those because you need both of them to get you over 4. Or you need one of them to get you over 4.
I thought you had 8 with 3.
Oh, I thought it was... Oh. It's 3 6s?
3 6s and 2 4s.
Yeah, so 2 4s and one of the 6s gets you to 4. You have to beat, I think.
Oh, you have to beat. Okay.
Okay, so I'll shift one of them into damage. And we're going to see the wonders of Stormbolters. Da-da-da. Okay. So that is 4 extra damage, one of which was a 6, if that matters at all or anything.
That means it's 2. Oh wait, no. Are you saying that you got 2 normal successes and 1 6, or?
You just have to meet, I think. You don't
Well,
have to-
this is extra. This is rolling for the extra damage.
Yeah. So what
dice
did you
I'm using.
roll?
I essentially rolled 2 4s and a 6, so
Okay,
that's
so, yeah,
4 extra damage.
Yeah.
So that is 14 damage coming at them.
14 damage. Okay. Let's see. Their resilience is not going to be able to handle all of that. You level this enormous storm bolter at them, and they suddenly realize they engaged the wrong threat first. As you go full cyclic with a storm bolter, something that you can only manage to do because you are wearing power armor. But multiple high velocity bolter rounds go shooting into the chest plate of this Eldari Corsair's armor, blasting out huge chunks of their sternum. They somehow manage to remain on their feet, but they look terrible.
I vox over my my power armor's PA system. I'd spit, but I'd get the inside of my suit dirty.
All right. And then the rest of them are going to just try rolling to try to stop you. What's your defense?
2.
Oh, okay. Well, they hit you.
Okay.
Let's see. How much damage does a shuriken pistol do?
Let's see. Shuriken
10
pistols
plus
are
1 ED.
Okay. 10.
We
So,
have AP -3.
Shuriken pistols?
yeah, it's AP 0.
AP 0.
Oh, it's AP 0? Okay, then I have this written wrong on my sheet then.
All right.
Oh, they
so-
have let's see what penetrating 3 means though.
Oh, that
Penetrating.
counters resilience. Or that's wacky. Okay, so all of them are opening fire on you.
Oh,
So that means they get to roll a lot of dice.
this is making me glad that I have a refractor shield in addition to my light power armor. But you guys may be taking over the ship pretty soon. I may need a new character.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you have a really good medic. Oh,
No.
Ruh-roh.
Right.
14 points of damage.
Okay, so my armor takes 4 of that. So I will start making soak rolls.
Oh, don't forget your resilience.
Oh, true. That's right. That's right. Yeah, my resilience is 9. So that's 5 damage coming. Right?
Well, you have
Because there's
because your
resilience
armor is
plus
counted
armor.
in your resilience, right?
So it's
Okay.
resilience plus armor equals the current.
Or toughness plus armor equals resilience. Right?
Mhm.
Okay.
There's some extra weird calculation because my starting resilience is 5 listed for some reason.
Okay.
There's probably a reason for that.
Just trust the sheet.
Yep.
oh, I did something wrong then. 'Cause my sheet makes no sense. Because my armor's 5, my toughness is 4, my resilience says 5.
That's broken.
Yeah, that
your
means
resilience is toughness +1.
And then you get your armor added to it.
Yeah, it's like it's separate, but yeah, you add those together when for the
Yeah.
actual.
All
yeah.
right. So that's why the sheet looks the way it does. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
So I might not be unconscious then.
Yeah, because your armor. How many points of armor does your?
And my armor value is 5.
All right. Well, then you are definitely not unconscious. You're conscious and bleeding a lot.
Yeah. Though there was that matter of it being the fusion pistol, so it blew through 4 points of the armor.
Oof. Yeah. There is that. Okay. Well, in that case, you're still
So I'm exactly at my wounds.
okay. You're still unconscious.
All right.
You're like, wait a minute. Oh, I think I
No.
see the light. Oh,
It's not so bad. Oh wait,
yeah, but
no,
you
that's my
also
spleen.
soak 2 of it when your soak roll, so that means you're at 2 wounds.
No, I took that off the total.
Oh, okay.
It was a lot of damage.
all right.
So for soaking, do 6s do anything special?
Yeah, it counts as 2.
Okay, so I soaked I soaked 3 of those 5 wounds coming at me. So that means that I take 2
And 4 shock.
and 4 shock. And how much did we get from the life drain? Was that 1?
2.
2. Okay, so I am. Ooh. Well, I'm at 6 shock out of my potential 7.
You
And-
can recover shock a lot faster than wounds. So
This is true.
All right. So that was the mob going. Hestia and Zeratos can go.
I'll go first, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there any that are in melee range?
Yes.
Then is the fell arc in melee range?
Sure.
Okay, then I will dash at them with drawing my witch blade, and we'll try to finish him off, her off, or finish. It'll be
Finish
a dead
them
body, so
off.
Yep.
them off. Probably not. I rolled a 4.
Does being heavily wounded impact their defenses at all?
I'll say it does. Yeah. Roll me damage.
Okay. So damage is pretty like whatever I have here. I roll that many dice.
No, it's it should be
says
plus
12 plus
how many?
3.
Yeah. So you roll 3.
Okay. So it's 12 because I rolled blinks.
Okay. Well, what does it look like when you sunder the fell arch?
All right, so I dash up, seeing that he's wounded. He raises the fusion pistol towards me. I cut his hand off at the wrist. I cut it in a spin and like this, slap the pistol away with holding his hand, and then cut his arm off at the elbow. And do another pirouette and cleave through one of his legs, and then just kind of push him over.
Hestia's doing hard eyes again.
All right, Hestia, before you just lose
it.
all sense of propriety
Uh-huh.
and just start spouting binary into the air, what are you going to do?
I'm going to open fire with my galvanic rifle.
Oh,
Am I in close range?
yes.
Okay, then I get to add 1 dice for rapid fire. Which is confusing, but that's what it said. Or is that for penetrating? I think it was for rapid fire. I'm gonna double check.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
I
it's for
think
rapid fire. Penetrating is for damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Penetrating lets you shift extra for damage. I think.
John Skywalker, that guy.
All right. Oops. I think I've been forgetting to count 4s as successes. 8 successes, one of which was a 6.
Shit. All right, so that's extra damage.
Okay.
And looking at penetrating, because it sounds like it may come into play now. When any dice are shifted from the attack to damage, weapons with this trait gain an AP value equal to the rating.
So my that would give me an AP of 1 or -1. I don't get how that works.
What's penetration? You have penetration 1?
Penetrating 1, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so you have an AP 1.
Okay.
Or -1 with the way they have it set up.
Yeah.
You know,
Because-
whatever.
Because these guys are going back into like Thaco era stuff.
I don't like it. Okay, so that means I get to add 10 plus my 2 dice.
Yep.
Okay. I got a 6 and a 2, so that means total I get to add 2, right?
Yep, so 12
Okay.
points of damage.
12 points of damage with AP -1 to these big old jerks. Is Zeratos impressed?
Notice her senpai.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
He has as soon as combat started, he had like a big Cheshire cat grin. forming.
I believe I am shooting like servitor bullets at them too. Because why not?
Shooting them directly into their necks so they turn into Frankenstein's monsters.
Let me find the description for the galvanic rifle real quick. Nope, that's grenades. Gone too far.
I see what you mean by, yeah, I'm looking at it now. These are self-aiming bullets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
smart bullets.
Okay.
As in they have brains in them.
A servitor bullets. A projectile endowed with a machine spirit driven to seek out the target's heart and inflict maximum carnage.
So it's like that wanted bullet curving.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am Angelina Jolie. Just curving my bullets.
Rabbit with like the bullets that are cartoon characters.
No, they're bullets from Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Do they tell jokes before they hit you?
I hope so.
All
They're
right.
bullets.
Waka waka daka daka.
They're
Oh.
bullets. The D&D monsters.
Oh.
Big,
They're
big
burrowing.
long sharks. Yeah.
They all shout blam-a-lam before impact.
They're like, what did the bullet say to your chest? Bam! Did you like that one, Easter?
That
Oh.
hurt me inside. Okay.
Oh,
Black bullets.
Betty, bam a lamb.
All right. Top of the round.
I bleed, I think.
Yeah, actually, give me a defiance roll. At 1d6.
I shouldn't have said anything. I should have been like, oh no, nothing's happening. I'm good. I rolled a 5.
All right, you're stable.
All right.
Yay!
Nice. Does anything happen when you succeed on a defiance roll, or is that just a talent?
You don't die.
Okay.
Yeah, if you fail 3 of them, you die.
Okay.
Hmm.
So is dying the only time you roll defiance rolls?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very defiant.
If you rolled a 6, then you would have woken up with 1 wound.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. All right. The mob is going to go after Sven again.
I don't like it.
Don't like it one bit.
Oh, I realized I rolled too few dice for your damage before.
Oh, good.
They rolled a 3.
No take back.
I should have bought more initiative because my defense is 2. Because I went initiative 3. Like, what's initiative used for? Weapon skill? Yeah, I don't need that. Oh.
Don't worry, I picked up all the initiative you dropped.
Whoops. 16 damage.
No, I don't like that. I am rolling, assuming that it's not armor piercing. I am rolling 7 soak dice. Now, I am lightly wounded, so how does difficulty number play into this, or I guess it doesn't play
Not
in
for this.
at all, right?
Yeah, because this isn't a test.
Phew. Well, oh right, because otherwise I'd be using the wrath die for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have wrath dice. We should probably use those for stuff.
Wait.
You mean wrath points? Wrath die is the die
Or
that I
yeah,
keep
we
rolling.
have wrath points and glory points.
There is one
Yeah.
glory point, yes. And each of you has 2 wrath points.
Okay.
I have 3 flagged down on my character sheet, but I don't know why.
That was from last episode.
I'm changing it to 2.
Yep.
You can recover shock with wrath points.
Yeah, I'm going to clear out some of the shock before that. So I am... Ooh, okay, I am healing. So that's D3 plus 1 shock. So I am healing 4 shock first, which is good because I'm going to need as much as I can. Because I'm rolling 7 dice for shock. Dice have failed me partially.
I'll tell you completely.
That is 2 that I soaked, which means that's still 5 coming at me, which means I am maxed out on wounds. 7 out of 7.
Oof.
So that means I drop now also, right?
Yep.
Yay!
Twinsies.
On the
same
plus
number
side,
of wounds.
on the plus side, that means that I'm not at extra wounds though, right?
No. All right. Who wants to go? This is a point where I might suggest that you might try an interaction attack.
I'm not. That's the part I read that I wasn't completely clear on how that actually works.
It's like create advantage, except it also is sort of like overcome. So you can try persuasion, deception, something to attack to attack them without using weapons.
And Tom in the chat is very correct in saying, hey, cover rules exist in this setting also. which is true.
Cover is for
Yeah.
cowards.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but then I was like, nah, I want to cut this guy in half. I was like,
I had
rather-
assumed my amazing armor would be like somewhat effective.
Oh no, amazing armor is not as amazing.
No, clearly. It soaked a point of damage.
Yeah, but I think you can also dodge, but I think you lose something from dodging.
You'd
Oh,
lose your next turn.
Okay, is it your next turn or you can't move anymore? I can't remember.
You'd have to sacrifice your next turn if you'd already gone, or you can sacrifice your turn this round.
Okay.
All right, who wants to go? And do you want to try something interaction-y?
I just want to shoot them.
All right. Now there is Hestus,
wanna shoot
our
them
tech
too.
priest, and Mike is here.
Mhm.
I might want to remind you of a tactic that he once employed on the Lycurgus.
Venting everything to space?
Yes. It's an option.
All right, I will try that.
I mean, yeah, at least two of us are in power armor, so we have our own air support
And Hestia
inside.
doesn't need to breathe.
I don't like this plan.
Oh, you're already healthy enough because you drained life from everyone around.
Unfortunately, it didn't let me have it. Like I feel like it should have. I'm gonna call it drain life.
Yeah, drain's really deceptive in that sense.
Yeah.
I should have temporary hit points or something.
I guess it was the warp that was doing the draining and not you. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to remind Acer that there's supposed to be a support squad somewhere also, right?
They're doing crowd control.
Mm.
They're
All right.
fighting the extra guys.
I would like to try to vent some people into space.
All right. The machine spirits are not pleased with this, as you have not gone through the appropriate rituals.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be a little challenging for you. So I would say that the difficulty number is going to be 5.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a normal amount of dice.
I would assist, but my entrails. I like getting taken out in the first round of combat. I get to sit back and drink the rest of the time.
9 successes.
All right.
Nice.
Are there any of them 6s?
3 of them.
3 of them are 6s. Okay. For that, Zeratas, you are looking at your downed rogue trader friend. Well, friend might be, stretching the truth a bit, but
Acquaintance.
your downed rogue
I met
trader
him
acquaintance.
twice.
And thinking, shit, this is not really working out. But apparently, in that moment of doubt as to your place on the path, you suddenly have a flash of memory of your Farseer sort of waggling a finger at you disapprovingly, at doubting her, as an airlock door slams shut between you and the rest of the party.
Yay.
I would like to grab him with my servo arm, though.
Oh, okay.
I have another arm.
Okay. Well, you're standing there, and then this servo arm just yanks you off your feet and throws you back a couple of feet, and then an airlock door slams down in front of you.
Okay, much better.
And then you hear the general alarm become far more strident on the other side of that blast door, and then less so, since there's no more air on the other side. You do notice that several very frightened-looking crewmen with las guns are standing around you.
So in the blast door, is there a little view window in the blast door or anything?
Yes.
Glass. I stare out through that window to see what's happening, and then I turn to Hestia and grin even larger.
No, she's on the other side.
Well, I'll just grin at her through the window and
You gonna wave?
mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna try to grab onto something because apparently I'm gonna get sucked out in space, or at least.
No, the bulkhead stopping you from being vented.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's more than one bulkhead then?
Yeah, so there's a blast door down this passage. It slams shut,
Right.
and then out toward the hull of the ship, other airlocks open to
Okay.
parts of the ship that have been vented into space already.
Okay.
And you see the corsairs who were not expecting the crazy humans to just start venting parts of their ship into space. Go fluttering away.
The Eldar term for humans are monkey
Okay. So
because we're monkeys.
So I am next to her if she pulled me to the other side of the
No,
blast door.
she threw you under the
Oh.
door,
Yeah,
and then the door slams shut.
Oh.
Because we don't need oxygen because we're in power suits, or
Got you. Okay.
Hestia doesn't need to breathe, but you do need to breathe.
All right. It makes sense now. I was just trying to figure out, like, wait. Okay. I'm clear
Yeah,
now.
she did not throw you to your death.
I would never do that to Zeratos.
At this time.
I would never do it.
So unfortunately, you as you're watching, you also do see that fusion pistol go swirling down the corridor and out into the void.
No,
I'd grab it for you, but my entrails.
why can't I
Entrails.
hold all of these entrails?
Wait, aren't your entrails swirling towards the void? Since you keep mentioning it, I was thought I'd ask.
Someone will put them back.
I mean, I think the all of me is swirling towards the voids. This
Yeah.
is
Well, it's all contained in the
Yeah, nice package.
in the slag shell of the of the power armor.
Yeah, it's self-sealing. It's fine.
Most of your entrails are on the side of on the inside of the seal.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, and-
Megan, take down a note. Next shirt is "But my entrails."
But my entrails.
I'm glad I could help.
There
And
you
I
go.
guess it wasn't a critical wound or anything, so you just passed out from the pain instead of actually losing all of your entrails.
Yeah. Well, Hestia would be glad to replace that gut of
Mhm.
yours.
I have augmetic viscera myself, and I find it to be very useful.
Now, I rob the player. I think I need to talk to Hestia. I've got some organs that I'd like to have replaced.
She has a very, very nice payment plan. All right.
I mean, it has to be at least as good as my current insurance. So
So, Hestia, you're going to need to roll tech again to actually undo the damage you've done.
I have not done any damage. The ship is happier this way. I've told it so. Okay. Back to my reasonable number of dice.
That did not sound like a reasonable number of dice.
Uh-huh. It was. Ooh, 5 6s.
Ooh.
That's
Number 6s.
12 successes.
Whoa.
I have 15 dice for this roll.
close all the doors.
All right. So the not only are you able to reactivate the bulkheads, but you managed to find several lockers full of damage control equipment and some servitors that have been in standby.
Hello, friends.
So the part of the ship that had been claimed by the corsairs is now back under human occupation, and you can, with very little effort, cajole the crew into carrying the your wounded comrades back to safety and medical treatment.
Yay!
All right.
We have to retire 2 characters.
Oh, yeah, I guess I need to start making defiance checks. Also,
Uh,
in theory, right?
well, yeah. Give me one defiance check. Let's see how it goes.
I mean, I've already told Acer my next character, so we're lined up.
Well, I got a 6.
All right, you get 1 wound back, and then you get 2 wounds back, and Dom gets 3 wounds back. As you wake up in the Medicaid. Sweet.
Hooray! I'm only heavily wounded.
By the throne, did anyone get the number of the shuttle that ran me over?
I think it was the same one that shot me. Oh wait, no, it was the swarms, the angry ninjas that shot my armor to hell. Ugh.
Well, we fixed the problem. Good work, everyone.
Did you capture their ship?
We got rid of them.
But so that means that their ship may still be in one of the macro cannons. Oh, that hurts. He sets up and starts shrugs on a greatcoat, which is hanging in one of the emergency supply closets that he has around the infirmary for just such an occasion, and starts striding his way down to where the macro cannons were to try to make sure if there is any corsair craft boarding vessel that did get captured, or if they just snuck on here through Eldar magic or whatever.
Is time of the essence?
No.
Damn it.
All right. You do find a small spacecraft lodged in the barrel of one of the macro cannons.
Yeah. I'm glad that I checked. The next time we tried to fire this thing, that would potentially cause issues.
Insert
Plus,
gif of Bugs Bunny sticking his finger in the gun barrel.
Although inversely, I would love to find a way to fire this back out of the cannon.
yeah, though. Now, what the hell do we do with this now? Hey, Zeratas. You're an Eldari. You should know how to operate this vessel, correct?
Maybe.
Excellent. And he claps you on the shoulder. We now have a scouting vessel.
I'd be happy to help make sure it works.
Ah, excellent.
Let's
go make sure there's no one left on board.
Yes, we should try to make sure that it's secure. And he racks the slide of his storm bolter.
So I would like to, I guess, sneak towards it. I don't know how much we can really sneak towards a ship.
All right, give me an awareness roll, everyone.
I can do that thing.
Hey. Oh, right, because they got vented, but we don't know what actually happened to them. Right. That is 4 successes.
4 successes.
Jeez.
9 successes.
Nice.
11
right.
successes.
Wow. So Zeratos and Sven are busy keeping an eye out for intruders. While Hestia and Dom probably due in large part to their greater experience with the more entrepreneurial aspects of interstellar trade, are able to locate the hidden compartments aboard the ship, which do include some very interesting toys. This ship has apparently been around. Hestia, give me a scholar roll.
Scholar. Okay. Five successes.
All right, you recognize weapons that look like they are of Tau make, and of course, an arms locker full of Eldari weaponry.
How many of these can I fit under my ropes
A lot.
so that no one knows I have them?
A lot.
Okay.
You have to do better than the 4 awareness.
Yeah, that's about it. And then you also do find it's more Dom's discovery, probably because of her even less savory experiences. There is a small hidden chamber in the belly of the ship where it looks like they were keeping several human prisoners.
Do they look like they're still alive?
They do. When
We
you
have captives here.
When you open the hatch and look down, they see you in armor, and they all start screaming.
Hello.
They start screaming more.
You don't seem
Quiet,
very-
quiet.
Why is there suddenly screaming?
Like,
You show up with your stormbolter, and there is yet even more screaming.
they don't seem particularly grateful that we just saved them.
He
We are here on
pushes
behalf of the Emperor. Now cease this noise.
he pushes the button on the side of his helmet that causes the visor to pop up, and he will make a. Ooh, do I want to, would it be persuasion or leadership to calm them down and say, "Don't worry, chums, the Imperium's here."
Whichever you want to go with.
I will go with persuasion because I have more in that. Hooray, my turn to roll buckets of dice. 6 on the wrath die. And that is 6 successes.
All right. They calm down immediately. This is an Imperium. You're from the Imperium.
Yes.
Yes, we're here to help.
Thank the Emperor. You're really here. Have you brought the Navy?
Not exactly.
Some of the Navy.
The boring parts.
What's happened? Is
When was the last time you were topside? Have you heard about Cadia?
no.
Oh my. And I'm screen wipe as
It's apparently story time.
info dump for the survivors. Like, oh, well, the Imperium is now halved.
And you're on the bad half.
But good news, we found a way through.
Welcome back to the Empire.
In the meantime, I imagine Dom and Hestia are trying to get whatever restraints off of these people if they're restrained.
Yes, give me a Medicaid roll as well.
I can do that thing. I hope. If I can't, it's gonna be real sad.
Just difficulty.
I'm rolling a bucket of dice, but I mean, I can still fail these things.
Uh-oh.
That is 7 successes.
Phew.
All right. You are able to provide on-the-spot triage. Looks like most of them are doing perfectly fine with the judicious application of some narcotics. Everything is going even better for them.
I'm very liberal with narcotics.
And you are also able to sort of stabilize them and calm them down enough so that they can relate their story. There are 5 men and women total. The majority of them, well, 3 of them, came from a freighter that was hauling ore from one of the asteroid mines when they were set upon in their bunks by corsairs without any warning. And the other 2 are actually survivors from 2 different PDF patrol ships that have no memory of how they got here.
Are they from this sector? Like from this world? Or are they from somewhere completely different?
Yeah, yes, they are from this world. From the system.
Can I see if they've been affected by any sort of psyker, or I don't know, like any compulsions that made them forget? Or
Sure, go ahead.
yay, let's see if I can do 3 in a row.
Oh no.
I have yet to roll anything. I think I've rolled one on my wrath die, and that's the only interesting result it's given me.
Oh man, I mean, I've got you covered.
Yeah, you're doing the work.
Yeah, and I'm adding stuff to our glory pool also. Does the glory pool empty out at the end of
Yes.
each session?
Yes.
Okay, so
We've got top of using that up. That's
All right.
yeah. So depending on how you do, John, you can add 1 dice to a test after any rerolls if you spend glory points.
Okay. Well, I only needed to get I had a DN2, so I got like a 6. So, yeah. So technically, I would notice any psychic phenomena within 100 plus 50 because of the potency. So I don't. When it says potency 1, I don't know if I get it for each time I beat it by 1, or if it's this one-time thing. But it's either 150 or significantly amount more. I figure this ship is not more than 150 meters large.
It is. Oh, the Eldar ship, no.
Yeah.
It is a little smaller than that.
Okay.
But
So,
yeah, the 2 crewmen look as though they have been the subject of torture. and a lot of it, but they have not been subject to any sort of psychic attack or psychic manipulation.
Or any sort of psychic.
You think at some point they were the victims of some sort of like narcotic effect.
Well, whatever it is, Captain, it's definitely not. They haven't been influenced by anything, any psychoscience. Or
they haven't been tainted by the ruinous powers. I understand. Hestia, can you liaise with my ship's engineers and basically, and I want you to investigate this corsair vessel and see if there's any way that our ships, now that we have captured one, see if there's any way that our ships can pierce through the cloaking systems that they have.
I'm not sure if your engineers are going to be willing to spend much time investigating the ship, but I will do my best to convince them of the wealth of the technology that is here, and that their ignorance on the matter is going to lead them to their end.
I was more meaning you can investigate it, and they will be kept clean of the taint of the abhorrent Eldar technology. No offense.
I think you're looking at this all wrong.
It doesn't matter. Without a shard, you won't be able to do much with the equipment. You can study, I suppose.
Zeratos, would you be able to help them out with the whole being able to help us see any cloaked vessels out there, so we at least have some sort of forewarning when we approach the corsairs? Because we're here, it's our throne-driven duty to root out the pirates from this sector now.
I suppose I can give that a try. I'm more of a fighter than a engineer, but I'll have a look.
You have unique insights that
I'm willing to help
that
you express.
we may not have.
Zeratos can give me a tech or scholar roll.
Well, I'll do tech because I'm marginally better at that. Also, I have the one crucial component needed to repair toy or do things with Eldar devices, and that's a Bone Singer shard.
Nice.
Difficulty 3.
And we have glory points to spend on this.
Yes, I got 1 glory point as well for declaring the fall of the Imperiums due to their flaws.
I got a 5.
You just got 1 5?
No, a total 5.
Oh, okay. Total 5 success. Okay. Hestia.
Yes.
With the aid of Zeratos, you are pretty sure that with a couple of days' work, most of which will involve figuring out a way to carefully remove the ship from the cannon, you can connect the transport to the hull and basically turn it into a sensor array.
Ooh.
The difficulty of this will be a 7.
I believe in me.
Is there anything that we can do to aid her?
Is there an assist mechanic in this game?
Yes. Zeritas already did it.
Oh, all right.
Ah, gotcha.
That's what makes this possible.
Hooray!
All right.
In that case, in the meantime, while all these conversations are happening, Dom she looks really uneasy while the captives are kind of telling their abduction stories. It's a little close to home for her, and so she's going to, I'd say, quietly excuse herself, but you can't really move quietly in power armor. But she will meander out to the whatever serves as the cockpit for this, and just sort of take a look at it and see if she can get an approximation of how this thing would pilot if one were to pilot it.
All right. Give me an investigate roll. Difficulty 3.
You get since I beat my test by 2, you get 2 bonus die.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, if the test succeeds, then the leader character may add 1 bonus die for each and every assistance that pass their own. You get one. You get a bonus die.
Yeah.
Just one?
Yeah, just 1.
That's
I read
nice.
it wrong.
That was 4 for the investigate. I was gonna try lobbying for pilot because I am actually have it's being spent in that, but it's the same number of dice. So
Okay.
but yeah, that was 4 successes.
All right. Well, you are able to figure out how many crew this craft required. And to your alarm, you realize it was more than the 13 that you saw.
Oh.
Rogue trader, we have a problem.
Yes. What is it?
The crew complement for this shuttle would require more than the offloaded crew we've seen.
Which
She will start retentively going through exactly who would need to be doing what at what times, which is way more information than you actually need. But she just can't not talk.
Like he's a rogue trader. That's a good pilot himself. He's probably filing that away in the back of his mind, like, yes, I see. Bastards have probably scurried into the floorboards like crud. Very well, and he's going to get onto his personal Voxcaster, and he's going to step up security patrols in the ship. He's going to essentially double them and make sure that they're all on high alert because there's still a few Eldari lurking around. Like, what was the differential between?
You think there might be as many as a dozen unaccounted for.
Okay, and yeah, a dozen lit us up pretty well. So, doubling the size of security patrols and doubling the frequency of the patrols then. And I'm going to invoke Murphy's Law, and I'm going to go out on one of those patrols to try to help.
Wow, you're really a man of the people, aren't you?
Yeah, he's not used to actually being the head rogue trader himself, so he's like, well, this is what I used to do when I was one of the, like, XOs, so...
All right. So let's see. Hestia, give me that roll.
So many dice.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to cut you off. I was just like, "Ooh, I'll do my talky bit," because I was sure Megan was going to count like dice for 5 minutes.
I got 15 successes, 5 of which were 6s.
Holy moly!
Nice.
Destroyed.
All right.
So it not only works, it looks awesome too.
Well, you know what actually happens is that at some point, Dom, Hestia will come up to you and ask you, as politely as Hestia can ask someone something, if you would kindly get out of the ship. And you don't, maybe you don't move as fast as you should. And then you realize, hey, wait, where is Hestia? Give me an athletics roll.
She's busy kissing the walls.
Difficulty 3.
All right. Hey, that is a glory point.
Yay!
Yay.
On our wrath die. 6. That is 7 successes.
All right. You're like, wait a minute. Where is Hestia? And a reflex on your part has you reaching for a control on the side of the cockpit, and a small hatch sort of irises open to one side, and you just like fling yourself out of it. And you realize that Hestia has her mechadendrites under the ship and is very slowly but surely lifting.
So strong.
The swollest tech priest. You hear that, Jack? Perrier didn't lift a friggin' ship.
She's strong.
And it's like, well, it only has to, clear a couple millimeters and then just slides it back down the barrel.
Sorry, Dixie's barking in her sleep.
I mean, I do that sometimes. I can't falter for that.
Yeah. I wonder what she's chasing.
Shuggoth.
I hope so.
Some of the Eldar corsairs that are still... They've left the ship and have gone into your house, Megan. Watch out.
No. And they're making weird squeaky noises.
Probably chasing waterfalls.
All right.
No.
So the shuttle clears the muzzle and drifts slowly down to the hull where some servitors are waiting to catch it. And you see the some heavy cables are wrapping around it.
So
Do any of the servitors go wee when they catch it? Because this was a giant game of fetch almost.
I would like to also keep any, washers or screws or any bits of Eldar tech that, sort of fall out into my pockets.
Uh-huh.
While everyone else is off the
as you
ship.
lifted it,
Fell
you
off
kind
the
of give
back
it a
of the
little
ship.
shake.
Yeah. Like,
See if anything fell out.
The Eldar Allen key fell out, so you'll be able to reconstruct the ship.
Well, not even. It's the Eldar IKEA tool.
Yeah, it's the Eldar Allen key.
Yeah.
All
I-
Corsair vessels are flat packs, right?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure like that bone, like whatever it's called, like the size
Oh,
of the bone.
Wraithbone.
Bone Singer
The
crystal.
Or bones.
Bone Singers is that.
That's the thing. I mean, effectively,
It's just the
yeah.
All right. So let's see.
Well,
You
it's
now
been-
have that. That project is going to take a while, and so that's what Zeratos and Hestia are doing, maybe with Dom's help, or just she's just tagging along.
So I'm probably going to take a moment because it's been like 10 minutes since I tried to get a Perils of the Warp. So I would like to take a moment to try to cast the forewarning.
Sure, go ahead.
So, I mean, it's been like almost an hour since I got a Perils, and I want to fix that.
Okay.
While he's doing that,
He's just poking the giant space bear.
since I crushed my awareness earlier, I think Dom will have an aside with Hestia as they're working on the ship stuff, and Dom is probably surprisingly technically savvy for someone who's not supposed to touch technology in any real way. So clearly she's had some extracurricular activities in this capacity. But while they're working, she will kind of have an aside with Hestia. And do you think you could see your way to perhaps reallocate some of those Xeno weapons that fell out of that cabinet?
What does he know? Oh, fine. Yes. Just don't tell everyone else.
If you don't tell them I have it, I believe we have an accord.
I'll shake your hand, but I'll use my mechadendrite arm.
She'll look a little unnerved, but go along with it.
Oddly enough, it's the mycodendrite that's specifically for handshaking because it's the only one that actually has flesh on the hand.
So I'm imagining I'm like sitting here meditating, and they're like having this conversation as if I'm not sitting right there.
You're asleep though, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely.
So he's definitely not listening.
Just talking right around him, like.
And Sven is blissfully ignorant.
Is Hestia the sort that would want perhaps some sort of technical recompense for her giving up this bit of Xenotech?
Well, I'm giving you a duplicate, so it's definitely not a unique thing that I found. But if you could give me stuff to help me make like sacred unguents or stuff like that, I'd probably like that.
I only ask this because one of the things that Dom has found in her travels is the command codes for a highly specific class of cherub servitors.
Yes, I would like that. It's very good.
That really felt like something that should not be in a heretic's hands that I'm going to be handing over because this seems like the best thing to do.
There we go. That is our obligatory what could possibly go wrong moment in the episode.
Yep.
And I'm sitting here like, man, humans are fascinating. I'm so glad that I got to be part of this. I'd sleep.
Zeratos is secretly on the ceiling just watching.
So,
All right. So
forewarning-
how about that roll?
Yeah, so I rolled an 8. And since I beat the DN is 6, so since I beat it by 2, it activated faster. So I definitely was finished meditating a while ago. And I get a extra +1 bonus. But I guess I should read the spell since the first time I've ever used it. Or should I paraphrase?
Go ahead and read it.
All right. Effect. The Psyker falls into a brief reverie, peering into the immediate future to see how events of specific combat will unfold. They pay heed to how their enemies fight and what actions they will take, so that armed with this knowledge, they may better protect against the attacks. Once activated, forewarning grants the Psyker the option to seize the initiative without paying a glory to do so once per combat, and a +1 bonus to their defense for one combat they're participating in, either one they are already engaged in or the very next one they become involved with. So I get a +1 defense from that, and I can just decide I'm attacking now once a combat. But because of potency of 2, I actually get a +2 to my defense in the next combat.
Nice.
Yep.
And since you're essentially looking into the future to be able to do this, Acer, would he have any sort of idea of the whereabouts of where this next combat might be? Say if it is on the Okapi?
So, Sven has a chainsword, right?
He has a power sword.
A power sword. All right. So, Zeratos, you suddenly have a flash of sensation. It's almost like a complete sensory recollection of somewhere you've never been. You're in a city. You're outside. In front of you is the captain, the rogue trader, with his power sword out and a bolt pistol in his other hand. And he has his weapon in high guard as what looks like a commissar of the Imperial Guard raises a chainsword to cut off his head.
Once I finished it, like having it, I probably wouldn't know any of the names. I might not know all the names and everything, but I would describe the scene. Oh, Captain.
Yes.
Oh no, you can't. You can't. This is that's going to take you a little bit to process.
Okay.
But now Sven, give me an awareness roll.
Okay, man, so many awareness rolls, and I haven't been able to roll persuasion at all, really.
You can persuade them to stop hiding.
I should persuade that commissar in the future to stand down from the duel. That is 4 successes.
All right.
And I am... How many points do we have left in the glory pool? I think we're up to 3 or something now.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's used any yet. So
yeah, I'm going
I have a few in and haven't used a lot. So
yeah, I'm going to use one of the glory points to add a die to that,
okay.
Even though I don't know what the.
Oh, sorry. The target number was 4. Or no, yeah. So.
Okay, so do I need to get over 4 or
yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad that I did that because that was an extra 1, so that was 5 successes.
Okay. So, you notice that a lot of the sounds of the ship seem to have become subdued all of a sudden. And it's really, really quiet. And you notice that, like, you're not hearing anything on your comm bead anymore.
And
then you turn around suddenly and you're like, did any of you notice? And all of the people in your patrol are like frozen as in terror as they're pointing their weapons all around them, and you realize that all around you are the people you're looking for.
What?
Ah, the Eldar. I am going to speak Eldari to them, and I am going to roll persuasion to try to talk them out of combat.
Okay.
Because you see, and I'm butchering the language entirely as I do so, but I do have it, so I can make myself known. I'm like Coco the gorilla being able to speak sign language. It's not perfect sign language, but it's more than they were probably expecting.
All right, difficulty 3.
Okay. Well, that's a 6 on the Wrath die, and so many 6s. That is 9 with 3 6s.
All right. What's your opening gambit?
My opening gambit will be: we do not wish to fight. We will if we need to. But be aware that your ship has already been taken, so you don't have any other route of leaving the ship.
I would not be so certain of that, rogue trader. But even were that not the case, you do realize that those on the path are perfectly content to see the end of their existence in a meaningful contribution to the survival of our species.
I would make the argument that we are of a kind right now because the Imperium is in dire straits right now as well.
Precisely. And that is why I and my comrades have not already opened fire.
So we are of a similar mind, perchance. We can tentative truce to help each other out as much as we can.
Yes. You must be warned that you are in terrible danger.
Would you be able to be more specific? I mean, he kind of pokes at some of the recently welded seams of his power armor where the shuriken pistols had gotten through before. Your weapons are quite effective. You may need to be more specific.
I dare not disclose too much, lest the stream of events alter too radically. But in the coming days, you will encounter many who you would assume friends, and many who you would count as enemies. And neither will be as they appear.
Fair enough. To paraphrase an ancient Terran scholar, trust no one.
Well, I would think you would trust yourself, but you appear wise enough that you would not be so foolish.
I'm going to sheath my power sword and extend a hand to the lead corsair and introduce myself.
Well met, rogue trader. This arrangement of ours, it requires that I withhold my name for the time being. There are those who would be displeased if they knew we had met and that you remained alive.
Fair enough.
Proceed as you would, but know that there will be enemies on all sides. We will meet again.
I would ask if it would be under similar conditions, but I know already that you wouldn't be able to tell me that for sure. The whole, as you had said before, disrupting stream of events and all.
I knew the Farseer had chosen correctly.
Sven's eyebrow quirks up. Is there anything that you require of us that we can give for assistance, or do you have your own means to exit my vessel?
We would request privacy.
And will this be the sort of scenario that the next station we dock at, we leave the back door unlocked and the porch light on, and you just exit, or are you going to be staying on with us?
We will depart as we are able, and we will return as we are needed.
Okay. I speak in Gothic to my men. The next time you see these fellows, or these Eldari gentlemen and ladies, try to speak with them first. They may not want to fight immediately. But by all means, if they are being aggressive, return fire.
So you are doing that thing where you sort of look into each man and woman's eyes, and in the moment between when you're looking at one person and you turn to the next, all of the Eldari around you are gone.
Sven goes, I'm making a habit of noticing people that are able to just Batman away. Like, he adds it to the mental list of, okay, Inquisitor, Eldar Corsairs. What's going to be the... I really hope that an Orc Commando doesn't just do that one of these days.
They're a little less sneaky.
We've all got to learn how to just bamf out of places.
Oh, we can. I have that.
All right.
Battle discipline, so yeah.
So the realization strikes you that the PDF ships are still out there.
Yes, that's true. I did hang up on them, but I did kind of tell them that we were going into battle, like repelling borders and stuff. So I should get back to them on that.
Yes. Captain, is everything all right?
We have successfully repelled borders from Eldari corsairs. We're in in progress of trying to determine a way of if there's a way that we can pierce the veil of their cloaking devices.
So, these raiders, they've been Eldari.
Oh, you didn't realize that. Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's quite alarming. The orcs and the Eldari.
It's been the hornet's nest has been thoroughly kicked open.
Wow.
What with the disturbances across the galaxy and the warp.
Well, the council will wish to speak with you as soon as possible.
Very well. I will assemble my retinue and as soon as possible, you say?
Yes, Captain. With all respect.
Very well. I'll be down presently. Give my vessel the coordinates for us to send a shuttle down.
Yes, Captain. We will provide you the recognition codes for our minefields.
Excellent. I will be sure to pass them along to the Navy vessels as well, because they will be sending a detachment as well.
Praise the Emperor.
Praise be unto him. And he does the sign of the Aquila.
All right. So, what are you all doing as the Vengeful Okapi drops farther into the gravity well? Dom, what are you doing?
She's probably, for lack of better terminology, trying to look a little more human again. She's getting kind of cleaned up because now they're going to like a formal presentation. So she's getting rid of the shabby overrobe she'd been wearing, getting all of her blood off of her power armor, trying to spruce herself up a little bit to actually look the part of a Sister of Battle again. Because apparently she's got to at least look the part.
All right. And what about Hestia?
I would like to stare at it as we head towards it as much as possible, though I am taking small breaks to organize my collection of lutes, and I don't mean the musical instrument lutes. My collection of lute, I guess I'll make it singular, and try to figure out what I can do with it.
Okay.
It's, of course, stored in a crate.
Secret crate.
But each time you open it, an array of a few things from inside pop out just on a spring mechanism with different colored lights.
Ta-da!
Ooh, that's the yellow one. It's been a while since I've seen that one.
And what about Zeratas?
So we're going to be meeting more humans?
Yes.
Okay. Then I guess I will be working on my cover. So
Your human disguise?
My human disguise. So it's like trying to find head wraps and bits of armor, and I've decided that I was going to go with I had a couple of one cover, but then I changed my mind and decided I'm going to go with Talarn because they seem to wrap their heads, and that might help me a little bit.
Find him some like ceremonial armor with like a good helmet. So when you go to like hang out with people, you can just be like, "Oh no, this is my fancy helmet. I wear it to all fancy parties." No, I can't have any uniforms. Thank you.
All right. Sven, after you finish with your time on the bridge, when you return to your quarters, you find a package waiting for you on your bunk. Well, I say bunk, but it's really a very large bed.
Sven thinks to himself, ooh, loot crate. And he pokes it to see and opens it up, basically. Or he'll investigate it first. Like, servants come in and out of his quarters all the time to keep it all, change the sheets and all of that. So he's not completely unused to things just randomly showing up. So what's the package look like?
It's a very nice. Well, is that bone? It's very hard and very smooth. Seems to have runes of some sort etched into it.
Would I need to roll anything to make the connection of, oh, this may be a Eldari Corsair present?
No. It's definitely of Eldari make.
Okay. Since I can read and speak Eldari, what do the runes say?
It's a little vague. Is that the word for friend? You can't be sure.
Well, I'm going to hope that it's not saying, have your friend open this, and he's going to open it up himself.
Inside, you find a brand new, well, it looks brand new. It's probably older than, Homo sapiens. Well-worked fusion pistol. Finely worked fusion pistol.
Of Terran make or Eldar make?
Eldar make.
Does it have a hand attached to it?
No.
Okay.
Sven thinks to himself, what were the rules for using Eldar weapons for rogue traders again? It's cool. It's a status symbol, right?
I believe it was don't. Don't get caught.
Yeah, probably. Would that be Scholar to know that, Acer, or?
No, it's don't get caught.
Gotcha. Okay, emergency holdout weapon. I will not be taking this with me down to the planet because that's just asking for trouble, especially after I inadvertently blabbed that, oh yeah, it's Eldar that we fought against. Plus, it would be so gauche, and I'm used to these weapons already. I'd have to color coordinate around all of this now. Have to change my my sash color to make sure that I would go with the bone accents. Gunmetal just matches with everything.
You could always have the person that's going to be wrapped in layers of cloth carry that's also is Eldar. So you can have all your heresy in one blanket.
That is true.
All your heresy in one blanket. That's what I'm going to call this.
All right. So the ship continues to descend toward the inner system as behind you, unseen eyes watch and report to unseen masters. So, that's it for now. Around the table, we've had Mike.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mike, and I was playing Sventi Septimus, the Rogue Trader, and you can find me on Twitter at Tokan. That's Tokkan.
Megan.
Hey everyone, this is Megan. I've been playing Hestia, who has a growing pile of heresy under her bed. You can find me on Twitter at Curium247 or tweeting for the podcast at TRF Podcast.
Rob.
Hi, I'm Rob. I also have a growing pile of heresy under my bed. I was playing Sister Domedia Hastifragus, and you can find me on Twitter at BooDay.
And John.
Hi, I'm John, and I'm playing the person who's made up of heresy, Zeratos. And he's a warlock. You can find me on Twitter at Sleepy, SLEYPY.
And this is Acer. You can find me on Twitter at Acer_Tolentino. Thank you for listening. And until next time, this is TRF signing off.
Bye.
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 Delicious,
Bye.
delicious heresy.